right. So here we are.
Anything I need to be aware of?
Other than we're recording.
Well, we have a special guest on our episode today. Not only is it his first time appearing on the show, it's his first time watching the show.
That's true.
It's our
Not
father.
True. It's true. Wait, we have
Not
Bald
true.
Senior on the show. And so he gets to be on the show and watch the show.
Yeah. So are you renaming this show Bald and Harry?
I think we're lagging a little bit.
We could do that.
Don't have to.
We've got a mystery surprise.
Right? You got the free koozie also, Tony?
Yeah.
The free brown koozie?
Mine did not come with a koozie.
Did they give it to you? Did they give it to you without asking?
Yes.
All right, Bald. Let's see it.
I've been waiting for this one.
Talked about this one a long time, Tony.
Steel Reserve.
I got one of those too.
I think I have to move this party inside.
You know, it's kind of like the train wreck that you just want to keep watching. It's the train wreck of a beer that I just want to keep trying.
Bald
And
Senior has the puny edition.
Well, it looks as big as yours. If I hold it up really close, it looks really big. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Are you guys all 8.1%?
Yep,
At what?
8.1%.
8.1% alcohol.
No, look what I got.
He got the lady version.
Oh,
Well, I promise I'll drink like this.
did you get that? Is that like the preschool? The preschool
No, I
Steel
got it.
Reserve?
I got it down at the Circle K. Uh-oh. Wow. It's gonna be a lot easier for me.
I'm gonna
man.
move this inside. I think my Wi-Fi's killing me, so you guys continue to chat.
Nate's
Is
got
that
his
your
pregame.
Wi-Fi?
Nate's got his pregame warm-ups with his corn syrup beer going there.
Corn syrup beer. Holy shnikes.
Tony's got corn syrup also.
It's just a little windy here. Need a little wind here.
So the girl that works for me, whose mom works for Miller, she was telling me today that her mom was all pissed off about the corn syrup commercials.
She shouldn't be. It's true.
What?
And that everything has corn syrup, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Well, Bud Light does not have corn syrup.
I gotta get in on this conversation.
Maybe that's why it doesn't have any flavor.
Corn has more flavor than rice. I'll grant you that.
What did you say?
I said corn has more flavor than rice.
All right.
Right?
This is better.
Should we crack these boys open?
It's just too damn windy out there.
All right, let's do this.
Woo!
That smells like
Cheers.
That's just going.
Oh, he just goes straight
He's,
at it.
he's,
He doesn't go with the nose test.
he's like
Oh, no, nose test.
He's like Harry in the cold pool. He doesn't dip his toes in. He just jumps in.
Is that
First
water?
sip, there's nothing wrong with that beer.
No.
It's not a beer. Like there's no. I don't even taste anything.
I'd have to say that first sip, actually a little crisp, which is good.
Second sip, there's a little more there. I can tell by like the 13th sip, I'm going to feel like there's a brick in my stomach.
So Tony, you've been after this beer for a while. Is there a reason, or?
I just, we started this mission to try new beers and let the world know what we thought of them. And this is a new beer to us. Whether it's high-end, super good beer or the bottom of the barrel, I want the world to know what these beers taste like. And sometimes you can find a hidden gem in the bottom of the barrel. Like the Four Loko, rated higher than a lot of the beers that people drink around the world.
It's true. So for example, our highest rated beer between the two of us is Hop Gun, Funky Buddha. And I don't want to say that's a premium beer, but it's certainly not a budget beer. And our second highest rated beer, any guesses?
You just told me, I forgot.
Miller High Life.
Yeah.
See? So, I mean, first few sips, I thought this stuff was going to be disgusting. And really, it isn't bad.
It's acceptable.
Well, we'll put it this way. If you're going to the gas station and you're going to get a tall boy in a brown paper bag, you're not expecting much, right? But if it were me and I, after a long, hard day's work at the construction site and I'm going to go grab a cold one, I'd be happy with that so far.
Or if you didn't have a penny to your name and you found $2 lying on the street.
Yeah.
Are you like generalizing construction workers here? Like, you gotta be like a construction worker.
Well, no, I'm not. I can only imagine
lawyers after a long, hard day of work don't go get a still reserve.
I can only imagine if you spend a rough day, especially in like the heat of Florida, working construction, working your butt off out there and sweating and everything. The first thing you might want to do is just swing by the convenience store and grab a cold one. I'm just saying that's what I would want to do.
Or like if you worked on the golf course, right?
Yeah.
What kind of beer would you drink when you get done with the golf course?
Construction workers, I would guess that a construction worker works up a bigger thirst than a guy working on a golf course. Just guessing.
What kind of beer would you drink after the golf course?
Maybe still reserve now. I don't know.
But what about back in the day?
Back in the day, what we would do, we'd collect the money we got from selling found used golf balls under the counter. We would take that money and we go over to Moorhead, and where they had 15 centers, and I don't even know what kind of beer they served, but you could get a glass of beer for 15 cents. That's what we did back in the day. And, other than that, I used to be a Miller Lite drinker.
Back when it was the only light beer.
That would have been my beer of choice. What's that?
Back when it was the only light beer.
Correct.
So I'm interested because we have different versions of this beer. How much did you guys pay for your beer?
I paid $1.69.
$1.59. $1.59 for the 16-ounce weak version.
I paid $1.89, so I paid the most. But
Did you get yours then?
I got the best deal.
Yeah. Did you get yours at the gas station, Nate?
Yeah, right next to my house, the place I go for smokes and whatnot every day.
Well, I wonder why mine sells a weak version.
Probably because you went to like a chain. Like mine is,
Maybe.
it's...
And Nate lives in Pinellas Park.
Wow,
technically the gas station is in Kenneth City.
Is that a step up?
That is that is not a step up.
It's like, are you gonna eat the white dog poop or the soft dog poop?
That's like the difference between like Bellevue and La Vista. Like it's. So, Dad, what you been up to?
Doing some work, working on a new venture. So, been working on that a little bit. Kind of excited about it.
I'm not. I think you
want to
follow.
I was gonna say, do you want to plug it to our viewer?
Yeah, you never know. There might be some energy buyers here.
There might be what?
We might have some energy buyers listening in.
Yeah, you never know. Yep.
So are you gonna plug it?
Well, no, because it's too early.
Oh, secret.
Secret.
A buddy and mine are working on creating a new venture, yes, in the energy space. And we've just been doing some little work on that this week. So, but it's kind of early to make a big deal about it.
Do you start early in the morning?
No.
At lunchtime?
No, I don't really have a set day to work on this. I've been doing some research, and we have a couple of calls a week and things like that. So, but it's early, and nothing's for sure or anything at this point, but it's kind of exciting.
The more I drink this, the more I don't like it.
My hands look really small.
What are you eating, dude? You got some Pringles or something?
Just some wavy potato chips and dip.
It's the first time on Bald and Harry that someone has actually ate some food. We don't.
Kind of goes along with drinking beer, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, maybe we got to look into that.
We should have some nuts or something. Some pistachios or cashews.
I've got nuts. Yeah.
I've got some sweet chili pistachios. Those would be good too. They're just kind of a hassle to eat.
And lo and behold,
somebody brought you some nuts.
What?
The production assistant.
Wow.
I mean, I have a world-class production assistant. If you've watched our videos, you would know that I have a world-class production assistant.
He says a straw would be good. All of a sudden, a straw appears.
Yep.
Right. I'll bet you Tony could easily. He's got lots of production assistants available to him. The interns working at his studio there probably something.
So Tony and I play Call of Duty. Sorry, Bald and I play Call of Duty all the time, and it's great because it's literally his family's nightly entertainment, watching us fail at Call of Duty. And it's great when Tony just goes, Raymond, go get me a Miller Lite. And he just goes and gets him a Miller Lite.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Hey, Bald, the other Bald, I think you should do some explaining with regards to your sweatshirt real quick for the audience.
What about it?
Well,
that's true.
I don't know that you're necessarily a Tom Brady New England Patriots fan.
No.
Yeah, you got to lift that sweatshirt up just a little bit more to show
it's a different logo.
Yes. So explain to everybody out there.
It's the high school that Harry and I went to.
Well, and let's talk about that for a second because you were never a Patriot.
Yep.
I am the first 100% Patriot class.
Well, a capital P Patriot. He's a. Are you saying he's un-American?
I mean, I'm a socialist, so. Oops, we weren't supposed to talk about that.
No, we weren't.
True.
So I was the last year that the school wasn't called the Patriots. And Harry was the first year that they were called the Patriots. So my wife bought me this sweatshirt. And it's really warm and it's really cold here. So I wear it all the time.
Today's the coldest day we'll have all week at 73 degrees.
Well,
right.
Today is the warmest day, and it's 27 right now. This morning when I left for work, it was 8 degrees.
I was chatting with our stepdad, who I will call, I don't know, extra Harry, maybe. They were out cruising around looking at the ice palace that they have at negative 27 degrees last night.
Yeah.
Wow.
When I think I have it bad, then I think about Minnesota and realize that it's not that bad when it's.
I'll put a picture right here that he sent me. It looked miserable. No
Try it again, Nate.
What?
I said, weren't you trying to put a picture up right now?
Well, no, that comes in post-production, man. You
gotta watch our
I
got it. Okay.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
that
new
fancy.
to.
My production
I'm new to
assistant
this.
isn't that good. I mean, she's great, but I don't know if she can.
like the television news guy that put Tom Brady known cheater. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that.
A news station in Pittsburgh. They were showing Tom Brady before the Super Bowl or whatever, and it, like on the news, it says their name on the bottom of the screen, and it says Joe Schmo, house got broken into or whatever, Well, it said Tom Brady, and then under it, instead of New England Patriots quarterback, it said known cheater. And the dude got fired.
You got fired for it?
Yeah.
Wow. I saw something similar where a kid had a science fair, and you know how you make the big old, the
poster board and stuff.
Yeah.
And he put, "Is Tom Brady a cheater?" And did a whole scientific experiment of finding what he's done wrong, and yes, his conclusion was he's a cheater.
Did he win the science fair?
No, but he got internet fame, so it's more than we can say for us.
Is he a New York Jets fan or something?
Not true. Baldwin Harry is huge.
Yes, we accomplish about 6 viewers per video. It's pretty awesome. That would include.
How many subscribers do we have? 3?
I'll check. I have a few people at work who've subscribed. And I talk about it at work all the time. In fact, we have to talk about that. They have some suggestions and or at least things to think about. They want to see, they love how genuine it is. So they don't want anything different than that, but they want to see some challenges. So, for example, next week,
Edward 40 Hands.
I told them about Edward 40 Hands, and then I told them how we have to figure out the peeing part. Again, my production assistant is great, but I don't think she'd be up for that. But I told them we just couldn't wear pants if we did that. And they said, well, you only film from the waist up anyways, so that's okay.
We'd have to, we could do it if we did it if we were camping in a remote area.
You're telling me you don't pee in your backyard?
I do, but I can't walk around my backyard with my pants off.
Just put a blanket over you.
Dad could probably walk around his backyard with his pants off.
I think Dad does walk around his backyard with his pants off.
What's the point of pants? Especially Florida.
What are pants?
But
some more.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about anyways.
You don't know what Edward 40 hands is? It's the whole reason that Bald got a tripod for his camera. Because up until last week, Bald has been using a selfie stick to record himself. Okay. So he's only had one hand. So Edward 40's hands is you get somebody to duct tape 40-ounce beers in your hands. And you have no use of your hands until you're finished with both of them.
Got it. Which,
I mean, if you think about it, that's 80 ounces of beer. I have 24 ounces of beer here. That's a lot of beer.
I've done the math before. It's roughly a 6-pack.
Yeah, Tony.
It's a little bit more.
That no one should do math on this show.
Balder double-check the math, but I believe it's just a little bit more than a 6-pack.
Do you think if we called him up, he'd hop on the show to verify that for us?
Probably, but 6 times 12 is 72, right?
You guys just keep talking. Let me see if I can get him on the show here.
I think your math is correct, Tony, though, by the way.
So it's just a little bit, it's almost 7 beers.
6.75 beers, I think. Don't quote me on that, though.
So what other
My beer's almost gone.
Did you bring an extra?
I only bought one.
You already done?
Well, you have to have an extra.
Done. I'm almost done.
You have to have an extra Miller Lite.
Well, maybe I could get my production assistant to go get me a Bud Light.
Well, Senior, I think I do have some Miller Lights in there.
I know you do, but what if I don't want to drink one?
So Miller Lite is the official beverage of Bald and Mary.
Yes, if we were ever sponsored by anybody.
If I were to go get a different kind of beer that used rice, for instance, instead of corn syrup, I'd probably have to put like duct tape over the label.
I was moving from outside in when you guys were talking about that. Can we bring that up? Can we talk about that for a second, the whole rice thing?
Yeah, sure. All I'm saying is I'd have to cover the logo because, your sponsor or whatever wouldn't agree with that.
What I don't understand what the big deal is with the corn syrup.
Well, a lot of people are anti-corn syrup.
You've been away from Nebraska for far too long to.
No, I mean a lot of people that are picky about what they eat, like they look at the label. Oh, it's got high fructose corn syrup. I can't eat that.
Well, those people aren't slamming light beers.
They did not say high fructose corn syrup.
No, they just said corn syrup, and that's which is true. Corn syrup is corn syrup, and I know, and it's probably just enough for people to say, especially women, to say, "Ew, I'm not gonna drink that."
So we've learned 2 things here: that Bald Senior doesn't like construction workers, and he doesn't like women. That's what
I didn't say that.
And he doesn't have to wake up for early meetings.
And the other thing is, people don't realize that. Okay, part of the brewing process is breaking down sugars into alcohol. So even though they use corn syrup, there's no corn syrup in it. It's broken down into alcohol. The same way that rice has sugar in it, which is broken down into alcohol. It's the same thing.
Yeah, they just wanted to take a shot at their main competitor, and it probably worked a little bit on a few people.
The thing about Bud Light is that they don't even have to take shots. They own the market so much.
It's true.
Like, consumption of Miller Lite and Coors Light combined doesn't even touch Bud Light.
I know. Anyhow.
They want So what other challenges were they talking about?
So I like this one. So our good buddy Ben, who got the hop gun, who he drank it and he said he enjoyed it. He's just not a big IPA guy. He suggested, and this would be different because every single episode we've had the same beer, right? He suggested that we challenge each other to go find the cheapest 6-pack of beer that we can find.
Oh, that's a good one.
And so we drink, one or two of those beers from the cheapest 6-pack we could find and compare them to each other.
So 6-pack or single can, you might be like doing a Natty Daddy challenge.
Like, he challenged me to find that white can with a black print on it that says beer. You know, that
so we each come up with different beers?
Right. We say, hey, I win. I found a 6-pack of beer that was $3.
It's acceptable to burp on this show, right?
Completely.
Yes.
It's encouraged.
Okay. All right.
See, here's the thing, though, is I work at a grocery store, and damaged beer only costs 50 cents per can.
Whoa. You can get beer at 50 cents a can? And
if it's damaged.
Do you do it?
If it breaks out of like a 6-pack or something.
So
Tony's like Adam Sandler in that
Big Daddy.
show. Like Big Daddy. He like throws
the cans are half off.
He says, Microsoft stock went down 5 points. So is that often? Like, are they just like sitting in the back room and you can just pick them up?
Not every day. You gotta be in with the wine and spirits manager.
So yeah, but you can tell the wine and spirits manager, hey dude, paycheck's a little light this week. Can you drop a few?
Well, I get him
you know?
I get him like a $600 sale every other week, so he should be cool.
Exactly. But so it's 50 cents no matter what. So like the most expensive beer you have, it drops out of its 12-pack and it becomes
but the most expensive beer doesn't come in a 12-pack.
What's the most expensive beer at your grocery store?
I don't know. They're single like 16-ounce bottles for $20.
What?
Almost. Yeah.
We should do one of those sometime. If it's worth
There's one. It's bigger than 16 ounce. It's probably. I mean, it's smaller than a bottle of wine, but it's almost the size of a bottle of wine, and it's about $15 that I've tried.
Like a growler.
And it's good. It's really good. It was probably 10 years ago that I tried it, but.
Do you have dip with those chips, or are they just chips?
No, I got dip too. French onion.
Gross.
Is it Wavy Lays, or did you go with the store brand?
Excuse me. Wavy Lays.
Bald Senior doesn't do store brand.
Even though his store is too classy for Steel Reserve, you know that their store brand's got to be halfway decent.
I don't know that they have a Publix dip.
Oh, I think.
Chips. We were talking about chips. Yeah, they do have Publix.
I think they have dip too. I'm pretty sure they have dip.
I don't think they have Publix dip.
I'm going grocery shopping.
A chain that big has dip, guaranteed.
I've never noticed.
I get
the chain I work for does,
and I have to tell you, I think I actually bought the chips at Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie?
Ew. They would have stole Steel Reserve.
Yes, I guarantee you Winn-Dixie has Steel Reserve.
Oh, yeah, maybe they do, yeah.
And probably the 24 ounces with 8.1% alcohol.
But I think the chips were buy one, get one anyway, so.
Hey, maybe the 8.1, no, because they sell wine at the grocery stores?
Yes.
I was going to say maybe the 8.1% was too high for the grocery stores, and that's why they don't sell it there. If they sell wine,
I'm pretty sure they sell beer
off the table
higher than that too. Well, not higher, but equivalent. So, should we think about rating this beer?
Oh yeah, I mean, there's IPAs that are 10%.
And before we do, I'm gonna go get my chaser.
Okay.
So, hang on. I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay, you're gonna stare at a curtain for a little bit. Right back.
I think he's drunk.
I think so too. So here's where we lay it on thick about the staying home. It doesn't have a lot to do. Okay. So viewers, you're watching me. Bald and I decided what should we do to make fun of him, but not too harsh. So Bald Senior is partially retired. We'll put it that way. And so we're going to give him shit about how he has nothing to do all day. It's going to be great.
Not yet.
So we need to pretend like we're talking about
That was just stepmom Bod saying, "Are you done filming yet?"
I'm back.
Oh, that's great. What'd you get?
Hey,
what
Dad.
Dilly dilly.
Bud Light. Dilly dilly.
I won't show the logo because I know it's not the official.
If that can
You know.
shows up, we will never be sponsored by Miller
Right,
Lite.
right. So I'm trying to hide the logo.
That's our dream, is to be sponsored. We have an in. We literally have a shoe in the door to be sponsored by Miller Lite.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have somebody trying to get me some swag to wear every day
And-
or every episode.
the moment that I get a Miller Lite koozie, I'm going to call myself a professional podcaster or whatever you call them, because I got something for doing something. That is, what a professional is.
And then you need to have like a little logo like behind you back there. Or get one of those, like when they have like they're interviewing some football coach or something and they got like the screen behind them with all of the logo.
We could make that happen.
Yeah.
But I think we need more viewers for that. But
yeah, we need to get.
I tried to get my kids to draw like the city skyline of Omaha.
Oh, that would be
behind me, like when they interview somebody on the news or whatever on CNN, and it makes them look like they're sitting in front of the the Capitol or something, or
that's
they're
awesome.
like in Seattle, and there's like it looks like they're sitting in front of a window with the Space Needle behind their back.
Right.
But
They
really,
literally
let's
anywhere in the world.
let's go to whoever in Seattle.
They're sitting in their basement in Seattle.
So I tried to get my kids to draw the Omaha city skyline behind me, so it looked like I was sitting like in downtown Omaha.
That'd be a good project.
That begs the question: does Omaha have a skyline?
Hell yeah, Omaha has a skyline. Insert picture here.
I'm sorry. I was born there.
Well,
all right.
Dad,
you've only been to Omaha a few times in the past decade, so I understand.
But it is my true, actual, official hometown. I was born there.
Were skyscrapers invented when you were born?
Yeah, I think the yes, the Empire State Building was there before me. Pretty sure. Children.
So, like, they invented the wheel and then the skyscraper? Like,
whatever.
Back to back.
It was hard to see the skyscrapers while he was looking down, buttoning up his shoes.
God,
hopefully, you guys will all be old too at some point.
I mean, that's the goal, right? Better than the alternative.
I've already gotten. My kids thought that I shaved my head because I was bald, which meant that my hair wouldn't grow.
Like, they don't think your hair will grow.
So they thought that my hair wouldn't grow any longer. The hair that I have left wouldn't grow any longer, so I just shaved it.
I mean, that would be convenient if that was the case, right?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Yeah. So
that's why, like, we were afraid to cut your hair, Nate, because we were afraid of because you had awesome hair as a baby.
I'm afraid every time I get a haircut. I am.
Yeah.
Yep. When was the last time either of you two got a haircut, like a professional haircut?
Oh, the last time I paid for a haircut?
Right.
I can tell you exactly when that was. We were on W Circle, and you know that little shopping center where the restaurant was, or that little dollar movie theater?
Dollar theater, yep.
Yeah, there was a
Great Clips.
Great Clips.
Oh, what are the Great Clips? And I went in there. I needed a trim, And it was like the end of the day, you know, and they were kind of getting ready to close up. It was like, yeah, we can fix it. Of course. And the guy says, I'll tell you what, I'll just charge you for a kid's cut. So that was the last time I got a haircut. I paid like $5.
Bald, do you remember the last time?
I don't specifically remember it, but I remembered why I started shaving my head. Because right after the last time I paid for a haircut, I asked my wife to give me a haircut because I hated going to the haircut place and paying $20 for a haircut.
Yeah.
So I just said, hey, will you try cutting my hair? And she did it, and she did a great job, and it looked better than when I paid for the haircut. So the next time came around, and I said, hey, just do the same thing. Well, she royally messed it up. Ooh. And it looked like garbage. So I said, well, just shave it off. And I've been the same ever since. And that was over 10 years ago.
So you weren't even bald, really. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you started balding when you were like 19 years old, but you weren't like bald. Like,
yeah,
you could have had hair, and you're just like, nope,
yeah.
just let's get rid of it.
Yep.
How often do you shave your head, Tony? I'm curious.
Probably
recent
every couple weeks.
Well, mine's like every few days.
Well, you do the Uncle Fester look. You know, you go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Looks good though, don't you think? Yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry. I think we were gonna do some rating before I went and got my chaser.
Should we start thinking about rating this beer? So to remind anybody who doesn't have enough time to watch our videos, we go drinkability, flavor, value, 1 through 5, being 5 is the greatest, 1 is shit, and then finally we'll revisit and say, are you going to buy this again? So does anybody want to go first on any of those categories here? I mean, I'll go. Drinkability for bald.
4.
I will agree with that.
Yeah, you can't go with a 5 because it's just like, and I think more than anything, it's I know I'm drinking a Steel Reserve and this isn't good for me, so I can't like drink a lot of it. So we can do 4s across the board.
Flavor?
Yeah, you're losing our sponsor there. Come on, man.
Sorry.
That
what did you go with, Nate? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. A 4 on drinkability. Okay. All right, that's good.
I'm between a 3 or 4, and I'll just go with a 4. I'll be a nice guy.
Flavor? 3.
So we always say that 3 is average, right? Like 3 is the middle. I'm going 2. It is not.
I don't think it's bad.
Okay.
I don't think it's good. I don't think it's bad.
I'm not saying it's bad, but it's definitely not good. It's less good than it is bad. It's just I'm done too.
I'm gonna agree with Tony on flavor. I will give it a 3 because I didn't see anything wrong with the flavor, but there wasn't like a lot of flavor necessarily.
You're not going to order it when you go out to eat.
Well,
but if somebody put it in front of you, you drink it because it's not bad.
That's a different question.
I would say that, but I would dare you to find me a restaurant that has Steel Reserve on it.
Wow.
Right. So, but that goes to the last question, Tony, if you would buy it again. But we don't have to go there yet. But flavor-wise, I saw no problem with it. Not a ton of flavor, which is probably a good thing because if it had a ton of flavor, it might not have been good. But I'll give it a 3.
That's exactly it. See, they're hiding any flavor. They're going. What can we do to make this not taste like shit? So they do whatever they
did a good job.
Right. So to me, that's not average. If you're going,
Tony, it's like this. Yeah, Donald. Here you go.
Oh yeah, what was that? How did she was like?
She's like this, like yeah, good job, Donald.
I saw a lot of memes where she was doing the gator chomp.
Oh, that's funny.
She's doing the gator chomp.
Okay.
I mean, value. You want to get drunk for cheap? It's pretty good.
I'm gonna put it at a 4.
So be serious with me, and I'm not going there, but I expected you to say a 5.
I'll say 4. I mean, because it is what it is. You know.
But Tony, you on value, you always include, the number of beers it takes, the cost to get you drunk.
This is 24 ounces at 8%. So your normal Miller Lite at 12 ounces at 4%. This is like 4 beers for like $1.60 for you.
For $1.60. If I had the 24 at 8.1, I'd give it a 5 on value. But since mine was only 16 at 6 for $1.60, I'll give it a 4.
You guys talked me into it.
Tony's going with the
fireworks.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Bald. You know how I have not been looking forward to this. So this probably factors into it. It's still a 3 to me. I mean, it's.
But how much better is it than you thought it would be? A lot better than you thought it would be.
True. I expected it to taste like a goat's asshole, and it doesn't taste like a goat's asshole from what I.
How would you know? How would you know?
Well, if a goat's asshole tastes like this, I understand farmers and stuff like that. But
did you finish, Tony?
That's what she said.
So would you buy it again? Or yeah. What'd you rate it?
I'm a 3. I'm a 3 in value. It's just
okay.
It because you're discounting the price of your dignity to walk up to the counter with a steel reserve in your hand. I know
someone's gonna think you're a construction worker.
Right, or in Dad's case, a food.
And what's wrong with that? Geez, construction workers are highly paid dudes.
So the store I go to, it's literally like, you guys have seen it. It's like 1 block away from my house, and that's where I go for my smokes. Like on my way to work, that's where I pick up beer, whatever. So I know both of the guys that work there. Like literally, they work 7 days a week. One has the morning shift, one has the night shift, and and so they were both there because I was in the afternoon. Like,
are they brothers?
No, they aren't brothers. They're definitely both Middle Eastern, I'll say. Okay, but they're great guys. And they were both there, and I walked in. I'm like, shit. Both of these guys are going to see me buying this Steel Reserve.
But they know your deal.
They do. Both of them.
You
know.
haven't told them that you do a podcast?
Yeah, no, they both know what I'm doing, but still, this is like the bottom of the barrel,
Is it?
They do know that you do a podcast?
I've told them. I don't know if they specifically remember that, but yeah. Anywho, who's buying this thing again? So
We're buying it next time I go down there.
Bald Senior is buying this again when he has time.
Yeah, I might go get one.
We're tailgating this at the Trop.
No, no, you can't say that because we already said that about another beer. We said that about what did we say? High Life? I don't remember. We said
but we can have 2 kinds of beer when we tailgate.
We're having 4 Loko and Steel Reserve while we tailgate at the Trop.
Wow. So
I would I would get this again, no problem.
So like the next time you're at like a convenience store, like maybe picking up smokes for your wife or something, you might just pick up a Steel Reserve.
I might. I really might be tempted.
Because here's the thing about Steel Reserve.
Yes.
Here's the thing about Steelies. I don't think you can get them in like a case.
Or what about even a 6-pack?
We sell them in a 6-pack.
You do?
Oh, you do?
At my store, yeah.
I've never seen.
It's like $4.
I gotta
and they're
say,
probably the 16 ounce.
Would you, Nate?
If you guys buy them, I'll drink them, but I'm not buying them again.
Ha.
Dad, how's the pool looking?
Good. And you know what? We're up to 72 degrees in the pool.
How's the
So,
grass?
Like what?
Well, your lawn good?
Oh, yeah, lawn's looking good. Problem is I do have some crabgrass, and it's like dying, and so there's brown patches. But
Yeah, I get
that's
rid of that shit, man.
because the crabgrass is dying.
if I
thing.
just had more time in the day, I'd get rid of that crabgrass.
Oh my god, my yard would be immaculate if I had more time. Especially,
I was just talking about that I'm about to, like, where I see patches of crabgrass, just go round it, kill it, and then tear it out and put plugs down. But I think I need to wait for some warmer weather for, that St. Augustine to really grow.
I gotta say, I don't see us going into any cold snaps, so I think you're good.
Yeah, I'm going to wait a month.
I know you listen to Paul Delgado every day.
I'm going to wait a month. February can be kind of a chilly month sometimes.
For those who don't know who Paul Delgado is, he is the weather guy for Tampa Bay on Fox News. It's a good guy.
Okay, I'm going to go. So I watched the news in Omaha, and I watched the news in Tampa. And in Omaha, you have these nice, younger, good-looking women as the news anchors. Then you go to Tampa and you watch the news, and it's these nice, old ladies.
That's Florida. Well, you got to know your demographic.
Who's the audience? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're not
I'm
old.
telling you, man.
No, they're not
they're
old
like,
ladies. They're just not 21 years old.
I love Kelly Ring.
They're
Kelly
closer
Ring?
to 50 than 25.
Who's Kelly Ring?
Kelly Ring. Well, if you see Paul Delgado, you probably see Kelly Ring.
No, I don't watch Fox News.
You watch Paul Delgado on Fox.
Right. I watch his weather report, and then I change the station usually.
And in Omaha,
Kelly Ring is a co-anchor on Fox 13.
In Omaha, they are very nice-looking women.
Well, Tony, if
who,
you
when
watch,
they turn 50, will probably turn.
There's Kelly Ring. She's great.
Yeah, she's old.
Great.
Yeah, she's old.
Tony, and this will appeal to some of your Omaha viewers here. On our local which is, it's owned by the company that is the cable provider, but they have their own news stations, 24 hours news and weather. One of the weather people there is actually Diane Kazmarek, which that name will ring familiar with other people from Omaha. She used to be a weather person in Omaha. First time I saw Bay News 9, I was like, there's Diane Kazmarek. Kind of funny.
Which, I thought about that. How much would it suck to be a Midwest weather person and then you move to Tampa Bay? So you got to give like the maritime reports and that kind of stuff. Like, that's a whole new thing.
Right, yeah, but all you have to do is like, today's going to be 70 and sunny.
Well, no, because you got to do like hurricane reports and stuff.
Yeah, you got tropical storms.
You have to say, there's going to be a hurricane. It might rain today. It might not. Talk about predictable.
It's pretty predictable. I could do it.
I don't know. If I had enough time in the day, I could probably predict the weather.
Yeah.
It's a little more difficult here to predict the weather.
If you had enough time in the day, you could do it. Don't you think?
I wouldn't have any interest to predict the weather.
Anywho.
God, who else has been just ridiculously busy this week? Like, I didn't have time to do shit at home.
Really?
Like, I got a basket
I wish I was busy.
full of laundry to fold.
Yeah. Like today,
Do you have laundry to fold?
Oh, I have laundry. I told you guys we're going to film this later because I was like, I have so much shit I need to do. There's no way I can film before 9 o'clock. And I busted my ass and just made it happen. Like, if I just had, a few hours a day, it would just be easier.
Do you fold your laundry, Dad? Do you fold your laundry?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, we share in that, It's a joint effort, along with pretty much everything but yard work.
So, how often do you do laundry?
Well, it's kind of limited now. But, we're doing laundry today, and it's probably about once a week now.
Like one load?
No, because we separate, so it's always 3 loads.
Who separates their laundry anymore? I mean, for God's sake, I have never separated my laundry. Oh, sorry, my production assistant just told me I don't really have any white clothes, so that's probably why I don't separate my laundry. But who has that many whites? Really, what do you wash in your whites?
White socks.
So you have a load
Undershirts.
You have a load full of white socks.
White socks and white T-shirts. That's primarily the white load.
Yep.
Well, Bald has to wear a white undershirt because he is allergic to aluminum on his skin.
Yeah, so but he doesn't have to wear white.
Well, that's true. You could wear a black T-shirt.
Unless I'm wearing a white shirt, because you can't wear a black shirt under a white shirt.
Actually, sometimes there's not enough whites to even do a load, so they sit for another week. So it might be, 2, sometimes 3 loads a week. And that doesn't count washing the sheets and stuff like that.
I'm about the same. The production assistant and I are about the same.
Not me. I'm 7 or 8 loads a week.
Well, I can understand that. Yeah, a little bit more going on there. Uh-oh.
You guys like my microphone?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
We're going to get up and do some karaoke.
He got one guitar! Now good in his hands! It didn't take long to understand!
So, Nate, are you watching the hockey game tonight?
Who do we got? I didn't even see who we got.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, fucking Sydney.
Ooh, your favorite player.
Oh, shit. Can we talk a minute about those horrible Lightning jerseys?
They piss me off. You can't tell who has the puck. Right?
Yeah. I felt really bad for the...
But I don't mind the look, because they look like a bunch of ninjas on the ice.
That's exactly what my wife said. They look like ninjas.
Which, it's kind of cool, but I kind of like to know who's doing what.
I really liked... Well, I didn't like, but I like their old Bolts jerseys better than those.
Yeah, I agree. I hope, because everything I've seen, people have been pretty vocal about them. And I hope that they've changed them.
No, they're not going to change them.
Well, they just need to make the numbers.
They're not going to change them. Because they've already created thousands of them to sell. So why would they change them?
Just for the players. I don't know. But they suck. And it pissed me off. It's the only time I've ever been pissed at the Lightning.
What's up with my camera? You guys see my video?
We see a still picture
You're
of
frozen.
You can hear me, though.
Dad, when you get in an Xbox.
There we go.
No.
Nope, maybe not.
You're still frozen.
Guess you guys don't get to see me.
Tony, I suck at video games. Of course, you want me to get an Xbox and play Call of Duty with you so that you look good.
No, we play together. We die together.
I would probably just friendly fire you, and that wouldn't be good either. So no, I'm not going to get an Xbox.
Your favorite son plays it.
This one?
Mark plays it.
Yeah, but he's PlayStation. But you don't play the World War II one that Mikey did?
I bought that game. I played it for a little bit.
I don't know where you are, Nate.
I know. You can hear me, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's all that matters.
These beers.
Does Mikey give away free games?
You can get free games from Mikey.
Yes, he does. Free and discounted.
What games does he have?
Oh, I have no idea.
Do you have anything good?
Nothing you would play.
We got to hook him and Owen up, though. Another one bites the dust.
What do you think about the specs, Dad?
I like them, Tony. It's a good look. Good look.
Got the snap-on sunglasses.
Yeah,
Which, can we talk about that for a second?
sure.
So, Tony, your glasses are technically bifocals
Yes.
in the fact that the lower half of the frame is a prescription and the top half of the frame is just not, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Are they progressive or are they bifocal or progressive?
Progressive.
right. So, one would say that technically you don't really need the snap-on because you could just put on regular sunglasses because you're not really reading while you have sunglasses on.
The top half does have a little bit of a prescription. It's not much.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. That's different. I don't know why my video's not working.
Plus, he's got to read like the gauges on his car and whatnot.
Even though when I turn the lights on the car, I can't see the gauges. So
That's not good.
when you drive a 2002, you got to deal with the
You just
cards that have been dealt to you.
You just hope your gas tank is full and you drive at the
Tony,
same rate as everybody else.
You
Yes.
can adjust the brightness on those. Did you know that?
But not on a 2002.
Yeah, I bet you can.
Yeah, I think you can.
There's a little button that you like rotate upwards. It's a little dial. Look for it. You'll find it.
Guys, we'll be right back.
But I'm very good at driving 35 miles per hour.
Nate has to go to the bathroom. So, Tony.
I do too.
Oh, are you going?
No.
Oh, you know what starts pretty soon?
Baseball.
Yes. So we gotta think about getting you down here, right?
Yes. When you thinking? So I'm down.
I don't know. No, you tell me. Right?
It depends on the earliest we can get in the pool.
Well, that's easy. We could get in the pool tomorrow.
Or do you ever even go on the boat anymore?
Yeah, what's the story on the boat?
We're not going to talk about the boat. The boat's going to be for sale soon.
But it's not for sale, right? Or is it? I mean, you still own the boat.
It's not yet because I've got to go out there and do some work on it before I put it up for sale.
So don't you think we should use it before, like, it goes for sale?
Yes, I agree. As long as it's for sale, we're going to use it, right?
Right.
Yeah. So this next week, I'm probably going to go spend some time on it.
I let my fishing license expire because we haven't been.
I did too, but you can do it online in 5 minutes. So, or on your phone in 5 minutes.
Should we go opening day?
To go really bad, Tony? Well, I don't know if we can get tickets opening day because they've already had their single game sales.
Especially because there's only like 10,000 seats in the stadium now.
Right. That's another good point. So you let me know when you think you can get away for a few days.
I think a major goal, and we've talked about it on the show, is to get Bald to a Rays game and a Lightning game.
That'd be awesome. So we got to look at the calendars. So don't take a look at the Rays schedule and see if there's somebody you want to see.
Okay. Manny Machado. Oh wait, I don't know when to schedule that.
I think Manny Machado and Bryce Harper are going to be like playing tiddlywinks for a while. And I know all the players are pissed, but, if you look at what, in the past 10 or 15 years, the big free agent signings, what those guys have done, I would never, sign a dude like Bryce Harper to a, $200 million 10-year contract. Because you know what's going to happen to him. He's going to get fat, dumb, and lazy.
So what you're telling me is...
Just like I would if I signed a contract like that. But
what you're telling me is these guys have a lot of time on their hands.
Well, I think if you're getting paid 20,
Tony has to pee.
They instead of going to hit balls, they sit around and drink beer, shoot pool, and get fat.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, right. As I munch on a bowl of chips, but I'm not getting paid to be an athlete. So.
Oh.
What are you guys going for dinner tonight?
I don't know yet. Yeah, figure that out. That's usually Saturday.
Don't eat tacos. I'm not necessarily giving away tomorrow's menu, but
sounds like tacos tomorrow.
Yeah, could be. I actually like that beer, Nate.
You're going to drink another Steel Reserve sometime.
I'm going to.
I might show up at your house tomorrow, and might be 8 cans of Steel Reserve waiting.
Yeah, I think it'll be a one at a time thing. If I'm just driving around, running errands or something like that, and I'm passing by the Circle K, I might be I'm going to go grab a Steel Reserve.
Don't go to the Circle K.
Go to Winn-Dixie.
I know that now.
Go to...
Or no, my little... the Shortstop little convenience store.
The Shortstop, I guarantee you, has 8.1%.
Is that the one across the street from the Circle K?
No, that's the one on the other
side. It's the little convenience store down the street.
What's the one across the street from the Circle K?
It's an Exxon. I don't know what. Have a name like.
The Shortstop, the gas station, or it's not even a gas station.
Oh, I know which one that is. Yeah.
They're protected by glass, so chances are they have a wide variety of Steel Reserve.
Yes, I know which one that is.
A variety.
On the other side of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
By the Canadians.
It kind of resembles Nate's little gas station buddies.
It's by the Canadians, right?
Yeah, by the Canadians, yeah.
When are you guys going to move there?
I don't know.
It's just got to be weird, just 2 people in your house.
Yeah. That's weird.
And you guys like, find each other, like you're opposite ends of the house, you can't even hear each other.
Yeah, it's just really quiet around here. Really quiet.
Do you find like you guys get along better or are at each other more?
That's a good question.
What do you mean?
Like, I would say, like, if my wife and I spent 24/7 with each other, she'd probably get really annoyed at me after a while.
Yeah. I think that's the case. Yeah.
Like, you enjoy her company more, but maybe
not that you guys are like strangling each other, like at each other's.
Oh,
throat,
no,
it's a little more. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
Maybe not for the best.
Yeah, exactly.
She's probably like, "Will you just get the hell out of the house for like a couple hours?"
I'm sure she would love that.
Do you guys go out to lunch? Like, if I had lots of time on my hands, I would go out to lunch.
Well,
that's what I did when I was unemployed. Is I would wake up and I would go bring lunch to Bitch Face.
But not really, because we're not really on the same schedule. Because like I wake up about 8 o'clock or something like that in the morning. So by lunchtime, I'm kind of usually hungry. But Lisa might have woke up like at 10. And so she's not hungry yet. And so it's kind of like I just fix something or have a peanut butter sandwich. And every once in a while, we'll go to lunch. Yeah. If we're out and about doing something.
Burger King?
No, hardly ever Burger King. Chick-fil-A today.
Gotta love Chick-fil-A.
Not tomorrow.
It was really good.
No Chick-fil-A tomorrow. You're right.
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Today's National Pizza Day.
Well, I know what I'm doing for dinner then.
There you go.
Lightning didn't.
I had Tombstone for lunch. Which is too bad because Papa John's has heart-shaped pizzas.
Do they really?
Mm-hmm.
I used to do that at the Papa Murphy's.
We get pizza, Tony.
You can get some Hungry Howie's.
So, hey, speaking of heart-shaped pizzas, since none of our wives actually watch the show, what are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? You got anything up your sleeve?
No, nothing.
In terms of doing
or gifts or anything, I can't talk anything. Well, I'm in earshot.
Oh, right. So the plan is, the agreement is no gifts, just cards.
Well,
but I don't count flowers.
Flowers, right?
No, I my understanding of that is it doesn't include flowers. So there will be flowers.
Technically,
we'll probably. Well, it doesn't make a difference. I'm going to violate the agreement, but because you can't go wrong with it.
Valentine's Day is.
I'm going to be mad because I got flowers.
Amateur hour.
I disagree.
But we'll probably have a nice. I'll probably grill some steaks. We'll probably have a nice, quiet dinner. This is going to be another bad week anyways, so we'll just kind of do something chill. So
I'm guessing you don't want to explain what the bad week means.
No, it's not. I don't want to talk about it. You know, Nate.
I know.
Valentine's amateur hour for the guy that just wants to get the panties dropped.
No, that's not true. And it's tough though, because you can all do what you want to minimize Valentine's Day. Oh, it's just another day, you get a card, but you can never go wrong over doing Valentine's Day as a guy.
You can only go wrong doing under. You can't go wrong going over.
Right.
I don't do one thing.
Well, that's because, and don't get me wrong, your wife works from home.
Yeah.
Right? So for me, my wife works in an office full of women. I have to, like, you know?
Sorry for you.
And Bald Senior, you're in the same boat. Like, she has, she can't really brag to anybody or complain to anybody.
He sent Thunderbug to the house one year.
Yes, I did. That was a big one. That was a good one.
I would win if I did that. That's true.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you kill it.
But wasn't she, like, pissed off or something because, like, her hair wasn't done or something like that?
She was still in her pajamas. Oh, well, but because I couldn't really say, oh, by the way, when you get up today, make sure you get dressed right away. No.
Right, because you weren't even there.
No. Yeah.
Yep. Low key, how much does it cost to send Thunderbug to your Valentine?
Give us a range.
I didn't even know if it was a range. I think it was probably, no more than like $100 or something, if it was even that.
That's not bad.
Because, I think one of the things you got was like a gold and diamond source, like coupon as part of it. So they were probably a sponsor as part of it. So,
So, like, could you
say one guy that looks like he's
much more than
like
just
his face is plastic?
Yes, that
guy's
guy
who looks
plastic.
like his face is plastic.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yep. But it wasn't much more than just ordering flowers. But no, so I think it'll be some nice flowers and a card. But I hope she's not listening to me.
I probably won't even wish her a happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, Tony.
Come on, man. You got to do something.
We don't do it. She's fine with it.
Well, there's a difference between, like,
she doesn't
not
believe in it.
spending money, but you can, like, give her, like, a foot rub or something. Or, like, give her, I don't know, like, something.
She doesn't believe in it. She doesn't believe in it.
Is it, and I don't want to bring this into conversation, but is it, like, against your religion or something?
No. She just thinks she's dumb.
Trust me. Every woman believes in it.
Exactly. If they say they don't, that means they do more.
Well,
I'm good with her telling me that it does.
You don't have to spend a lot of money. It has to come from the heart. So pick out
one year
card you can.
Since I worked at the grocery store. The day after I bought her like 2 dozen roses for $5.
No, dude, no. Get her some flowers. They don't even have to be roses. A sappy card. And does she like candy?
I'm not going to get her anything.
You guys want to hear the best Valentine's Day gift I ever got?
Yeah.
Blowjob?
And no, that's not what I was going to say. But my now wife, she got like a big thing of chocolates, but she took all the chocolates out, right? And on the inside instead, she put minis of Jack Daniels.
Oh. Can you imagine if Lisa would do that? I would be like, oh my God.
I'll send her the
Why
picture.
wouldn't she just get you a big bottle of Jack Daniels?
Because it was the effort, man.
Yeah. Because Nate's thinking, oh, chocolate, that's nice. Oh my God. Yeah.
So, Bald, I was thinking, we've talked about having Edward 40 Hands on the show, and we're like, that's a lot of beer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we both drank a 24-ounce beer, and now I've completed a 16-ounce beer.
That's you got
40
one
ounces.
hand done.
So
one hand done.
Twice that.
I mean, if you drink it fast.
Anywho, on record, we are the longest bald and hairy episode of all time. So.
Yeah, we can cut this way back. You can edit this. All right, dudes. I gotta go get dinner.
All right.
You gotta go get what going?
I gotta go get dinner started.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for having a beer with me. This one, rather.
Thank you.
If you can call it beer.
It's a good beer. It's a good beer.
It was good.
All right.
And we'll see you tomorrow, Nate, okay?
Yeah, I'll see you.
All right.
Have a good one, guys.
All right.
Bye, boys.
Later, guys.